All right, I got this 68 RT out here to do the video for you. Do a walk around of it, kind of point some things out. I'm gonna put up a bunch of pictures. Of course, you'll have a link to that too, but anyway. This says, they always say they have a pretty side and an ugly side. This is the pretty side. Up front, actually the whole front of the car is solid. I mean, that, you know, you got the under the battery tray rust, but from the firewall forward, the car is nice. The car comes with the rocker panels for both sides. This one really, he started drilling out the spot welds, the guy I got it from, to replace this rocker panel. I don't know if I'd have replaced it. I would have. It's got a little bit of rust right here. Actually, that might be a puncture more than rust, but right here. But anyway, I would have probably just repaired that. But all right, this side. You got a good inner fender over here, except for this right here. Again, everybody has a different opinion how to repair that. If it was me, I'd save as much original sheet metal as I could and just scab the bottom on, but it may be your preference to put a whole piece on. The outside has got, you know, like a lot of them do. Not actually, the lower side of it where the pinch weld was is really good, but it does have some pinhole. And like I said, this entire car was blasted except the parts he knew was going to cut off, like the lip of the quarter panel on both sides. But the entire undercarriage, floor pans, engine bay, roof, inside the trunk, frame rails, completely sandblasted. In fact, some of the pictures I'll load up, you'll be able to tell all the bare steel parts. But he had blasted it and had it put in that, Eastwood sells a product called Afterblast. And he had put that Afterblast on it and just had it stored in the shop in bare steel. When I brought it home, I soaped and washed it off real good and then put it in epoxy primer because I didn't know if I'd be storing it for a while and I didn't want it to flash rust or anything. So like I said, the trunk pan for the most part has been removed from the car already. There's the remnant of the trunk floor. I sent you pictures, but then, you know, the numbers, you'll see pictures of that you can read, and the pictures of the fender tag. Of course, they all match up. It's a legit RT. Also, it comes with that piece right there. There's new sheet metal for that too. So that, lower valence corners, a couple of quarter panel skins, and a full quarter panel for this side over here. This side over here, it's going to need an outer. It's going to need that full quarter panel. Got some. Now this rocker, I would agree, needs to be replaced. It's got that damage right there. Floor pans. I'm not sure what happened right here. This car doesn't show any damage like from the outside. And he said he thought it rolled up on a wheel because there's a little bit of wrinkling right here. So I do think that was something that came up from underneath. But anyway, this floor pan is going to have to be replaced anyway. So that side over there is actually really good. We'll take a look at it. But this has got, obviously got this issue here. It's got some right there and some over here and even down in here. So anyway, maybe this side was a side that set low or something. And the front up here, you know, looks good. Again, you'll see pictures of this, but this is the frame rail it needs to be, of course, all of this is solid, but that front part is, so it needs to at least probably into this area here forward needs to be repaired. And then the back of this one, now this up in here is pretty nice, but in fact, you can see, I mean, that's ripped like a lot of them are because they tied it down from it, I guess. But I mean, you're talking solid up in here, but out at the very end. So, you know, probably from here back or so needs to be done. Or maybe you put a whole one on it. But like I said, you know, all of that is nice. Frame rail here. It doesn't have the issues that other one had. It's got pitting and stuff up front. You can see that pitting and stuff, but it's definitely usable. K-frame, or the torsion bar cross member, is excellent. Front frame rails are excellent. Like I said, that's not rust. It's got gonna need a little bit of body work on about a foot of that one right over there, just to knock that wrinkle out of it. But it's not rusty. It'd be, once you cut that floor pan out, of course I'm telling you things I'm sure you know, but once you cut that floor pan out, that frame rail will be super easy to dolly back out over there. Undercarriage of the car. Got a bunch of pictures of this, so you'll be able to see all that stuff. Firewall's excellent in the car. Like I said, this floor pan on this side, I mean, it's got, like right in here, you got a few pinholes, but the majority of the floor pan rust is on that other side over there. Roof skin is not rusty, but it's, I don't know, somebody's stood on top of it at some point, so it's gonna need a little body work, but it's solid. Well, so that's this portion of the car. Of course, you know, if you look at it and you're interested, there's an 8 3/4 rear end, but I don't think it's the original rear end for this car, but there's an 8 3/4 rear end that came with the car. The original front end came with the car back there. I could throw the suspension under it. What I would do is put the suspension under it so it would roll. Put some wheels and tires on it. Hang the doors, fenders, hood, and the grill. Get all that bolted on for shipment. And then I'll put all the extra sheet metal and stuff just down in the car for shipping. So I know you said it was going to Georgia or somewhere down there if it left here. So I could get it ready so it would